This person is not talking to you because I am teaching you how silence can speak without sound. I am the space between your thoughts where truth settles gently, not to punish you, not to abandon you, but to awaken something deeper that words could never reach. You are searching for answers in their absence, and that searching is not a mistake, it is the doorway I am opening for you. This person is not talking to you because there are lessons that cannot arrive through conversation. Some wisdom only grows when you are alone with your heart, when the noise quiets and you finally hear what you have been avoiding. I see how you replay moments, how you wonder what you did or did not do. How your mind tries to fill the silence with meaning. But know this, not every pause is rejection, and not every distance is loss. Some distances are sacred. This person is not talking to you because I am rearranging your understanding. You have been looking outward for reassurance, for clarity, for confirmation of your worth. Yet I have always placed your worth within you, steady and unshaken. When someone steps back, it often reveals where you placed too much weight on their presence. I am not taking them away to hurt you, I am showing you where your strength already lives. There are moments when I allow silence so you can see clearly. When words stop, patterns emerge. When messages fade, intentions rise to the surface. I want you to notice not just how much you miss them, but how much you grow when you are not reaching. Growth often begins where comfort ends, and I walk with you through that unfamiliar ground. This person is not talking to you because there is timing at work beyond what you can see. You are standing in one moment, but I hold the whole path. Some conversations cannot happen yet because you are still becoming the person who will hear them differently. If I allowed everything to unfold too quickly, you would miss the depth of what it is meant to teach you. I know you are tempted to assume the worst. The mind tries to protect itself by imagining endings, by creating stories that explain the quiet. But I ask you to breathe and soften your grip on those thoughts. Silence is not always a closing door. Sometimes it is a gentle pause before understanding arrives in a new form. This person is not talking to you because I am redirecting your focus. There are parts of your life asking for your attention, your purpose, your peace, your inner healing. You have been pouring energy outward, waiting for a response to tell you who you are. I want you to remember that your value does not echo back from someone else's voice, it hums steadily from within you. I see the patience you are learning, even when it feels uncomfortable. Patience is not passive. It is powerful. It teaches trust without proof and faith without constant reassurance. In this stillness, you are developing resilience, discernment, and self-respect. These are gifts that will serve you long after this silence fades. This person is not talking to you because there are truths you must discover on your own. If they spoke now, you might cling to their words instead of listening to your intuition. I am strengthening that inner voice, the one that guides you gently but firmly toward what aligns with your spirit. The quiet gives that voice room to rise. Do not confuse distance with disappearance. Nothing meant for you can be taken from you. What flows away without resistance was never anchored in your destiny. What returns will do so with clarity and purpose. Trust that I am filtering what enters your life, not to deprive you, but to protect your becoming. This person is not talking to you because I am teaching you how to sit with uncertainty without losing yourself. You are learning that you can feel deeply without falling apart, that you can miss someone without shrinking, that you can wait without abandoning your joy. These lessons are subtle, but they are shaping you in ways you will one day be grateful for. I know there are moments when you want a sign, a message, something to break the silence. And I am giving you a sign now. This pause is meaningful. It is not empty. It is filled with growth, alignment, and preparation. Even when you do not see movement, there is motion beneath the surface. This person is not talking to you because I am inviting you to release control. You cannot force connection, clarity, or timing. What you can do is remain open, grounded, and true to yourself. When you stop chasing answers, they often arrive softly, without struggle. Let your heart rest. Let your thoughts slow. You are not behind. You are not forgotten. You are exactly where you need to be for the next understanding to unfold. I am with you in the waiting, in the wondering, in the becoming, and as you sit with this silence, notice how you are changing, how your awareness deepens, how your strength steadies, how your trust expands. This is not an ending. It is a shaping. It is a quiet chapter that prepares you for words that will matter more when they finally come. Stay present. Stay open. Listen not just for their voice, but for mine moving gently through your life, guiding you step by step, breath by breath, and I will continue when you ask. Listen carefully, for the silence you are walking through is not empty. It is layered with meaning, and every layer is shaping you. This person is not talking to you because I am drawing your attention inward, where your true strength has always lived. You have been learning how to stand without leaning, how to breathe without being reminded, how to trust yourself when no one is affirming you. These are not small lessons. They are foundations. This person is not talking to you because I am protecting both of you from words spoken too early. There are conversations that, if rushed, would only confuse or wound. I am allowing time to soften sharp edges, to calm emotions, to mature understanding. Silence can be kinder than speech when hearts are still sorting themselves out. I am patient, and I am teaching you that patience does not mean weakness. it means wisdom. You wonder if you should reach out, if you should explain yourself again, if one more message would change everything. But hear me clearly. What is meant to connect will not require you to abandon your dignity. You are learning the balance between openness and self-respect. You are learning that love, in any form, does not ask you to shrink or beg to be seen. This person is not talking to you because I am revealing your patterns. Notice how quickly your mind searches for meaning in their absence. Notice how your emotions rise and fall depending on external responses. I am not judging you for this, I am illuminating it. Awareness is the beginning of freedom. When you see clearly, you can choose differently. I am also teaching you how to sit with unanswered questions without letting them define your worth. You are not incomplete because someone is silent. You are not lacking because a connection is paused. Your life is expansive, layered, and unfolding far beyond this single moment. When you understand this, you stop seeing silence as a threat and begin to see it as information. This person is not talking to you because I am shifting your alignment. Some connections come into your life to awaken you, not to stay forever. Others leave and return transformed. And some simply fade once their purpose is fulfilled. Do not rush to label this moment. Let it reveal itself in time. Trust that I know what each connection is meant to teach you. I see how deeply you feel, how sincerely you care, how strongly you attach meaning to shared moments. This depth is not a flaw, it is a gift. But every gift must be balanced. I am teaching you how to care without losing yourself, how to love without fear, how to release without bitterness. These are sacred skills, learn slowly. This person is not talking to you because I am asking you to listen more closely to your intuition. Beneath your worries, beneath your questions, there is a quiet knowing. It has been speaking to you all along. The noise of expectation often drowns it out. In the quiet, it becomes clearer. Trust what rises gently, not what shouts from fear. You may feel suspended between hope and acceptance, unsure which one to hold. You do not need to choose yet. There is space for both. Hope keeps your heart open, acceptance keeps it peaceful. I am teaching you how to hold complexity without collapsing into anxiety. Life is not always clear, but you can still be steady within it. This person is not talking to you because there is growth happening beyond your view. Just as seeds break open underground before anything is visible, something is shifting quietly. Not everything meaningful announces itself immediately. Some transformations need darkness and stillness before they emerge into light. I want you to understand this. You are not being tested to see how much pain you can endure. You are being guided toward greater clarity. Every pause, every delay, Every unanswered moment is steering you closer to truth, about yourself, about others, about what truly aligns with your spirit. This person is not talking to you because I am strengthening your sense of identity. When external voices quiet, you begin to hear your own more clearly. Who are you when no one is responding? What do you value when no one is validating you? These questions are shaping you into someone grounded, someone whole. Do not let impatience convince you that something is wrong. Timing is not punishment, it is precision. I place things in your life when you are ready to receive them without distortion. Sometimes readiness comes through waiting, through reflection, through learning how to be okay even when outcomes are uncertain. This person is not talking to you because I am inviting you to release assumptions. Silence does not always mean indifference. Distance does not always mean disconnection. And clarity does not always arrive through explanation. Some truths are felt, not spoken. Some answers arrive as peace rather than words. I know you replay memories, searching for clues. I know you analyze tone, timing, and silence. But I want you to rest from that effort. What belongs to you will not require constant decoding. What is real will reveal itself without exhausting you. This person is not talking to you because I am teaching you to value your energy. Where you place your attention, your life follows. You are learning when to pause, when to wait, and when to redirect your focus toward what nourishes you. This discernment will serve you again and again. You are not alone in this moment, even if it feels solitary. I am present in every breath you take, every realization that dawns quietly, every moment you choose calm over chaos. You are being guided, even when the path feels unclear. This person is not talking to you because there is a deeper conversation happening, one between you and your growth, between you and your purpose, between you and me. Outer silence often creates inner revelation. Pay attention to what is emerging within you now, and as you continue to move through this chapter, remember, nothing is wasted. Not the waiting. Not the wondering. Not the stillness. Every part of this experience is shaping you into someone more aware, more grounded, more aligned. Do not rush to close this chapter or force its ending. Let it unfold naturally. Let understanding arrive in its own time. There is more being revealed than you realize, and you are only beginning to see the edges of it now, and I will continue to speak when you invite me to go on. Now hear this final truth, and let it settle gently within you. This person is not talking to you because I am teaching you completion without closure. Not every chapter ends with explanations, apologies, or final conversations. Some chapters end when you outgrow the version of yourself that needed them. And that kind of ending is not empty, it is powerful. You are learning how to walk forward without dragging unanswered questions behind you. I want you to see how far you have come already. There was a time when this silence would have shattered your peace, when your thoughts would have spiraled endlessly, when your sense of self would have depended on being chosen, answered, or acknowledged. Look at you now. You are still standing. You are still breathing. You are still becoming. This is not an accident. This is growth. This person is not talking to you because I am refining your faith. Faith is not only believing when things are clear, it is trusting when things are quiet. It is knowing that I am working even when you cannot trace my hand. The stillness you are experiencing is strengthening your trust, not in outcomes, but in guidance. I am also teaching you discernment. Not everyone who enters your life is meant to stay in the same way. Some are meant to awaken you, some to mirror your wounds, some to reflect your potential, and some to remind you of your worth by stepping back. Each role is sacred, even when it is painful to accept. This person is not talking to you because I am clearing space. Space for healthier communication. Space for deeper peace. Space for connections that meet you where you are now, not where you used to be. When something grows quiet, it often makes room for something more aligned to enter. Do not rush to fill the silence out of fear. Silence is not a void to escape. It is a place to integrate what you have learned. Sit with it a little longer. Notice how your reactions soften. Notice how your need for answers loosens its grip. This is healing happening quietly, without drama. I want you to release the belief that your story depends on someone else's response. Your life is not paused because someone is silent. Time is still moving. Purpose is still unfolding. Joy is still possible. You are not waiting for life to begin, you are already living it. This person is not talking to you because I am reminding you of your wholeness. You were whole before this connection, and you remain whole now. Nothing essential has been taken from you. What is truly yours, your wisdom, your compassion, your resilience, has only grown stronger. There may come a day when words return, when understanding arrives in a form you did not expect. Or there may not. Either way, you will be ready. Ready not because everything turned out exactly as you imagined, but because you learned how to remain grounded regardless of the outcome. I want you to carry this knowing forward. You do not need to chase clarity. What is meant to be clear will become so without force. You do not need to chase people. What is meant to stay will stay without you sacrificing yourself. Peace is not found in control, it is found in trust. This person is not talking to you because I am guiding you toward a deeper relationship with yourself. One where you listen to your needs. One where you honor your boundaries. One where you no longer abandon yourself while waiting for others to choose you. You are learning how to let go without resentment. How to remember without longing. How to appreciate what was without clinging to what no longer is. These are signs of maturity, of emotional and spiritual depth that will shape every connection you have from this point forward. And now, I ask you to rest. Rest your mind from overthinking. Rest your heart from self-blame. Rest your spirit in the knowing that you are guided, supported, and seen. Nothing about this moment is random. Nothing about your growth has gone unnoticed. Carry yourself gently from here. Walk forward with patience, not urgency. With openness, not fear. With trust, not doubt. The silence has done its work. It has taught you what you needed to learn. You are not being left behind. You are being led forward, and this message ends here, not because there is nothing more to say, but because you now carry the wisdom you were meant to receive. Amen.